Commander Kim stood at the viewport of Outpost Serenity. He watched the alien ships hover over New Busan Colony. Humans had lived here for 15 years, building farms and homes for 10,000 people. Now everything was in danger. "They're calling us again," said Lieutenant Park. Her voice was calm, but her hands shook slightly. "Let's hear them," Kim said. The screen showed the Vraxian commander. Its hard outer shell moved as it spoke through the translator. "We have judged your kind and found you weak. The Vraxian hegemony needs these planets. Leave now or face our power." Kim tried to reason with the alien. "We have done nothing wrong. Our small colonies are no threat to your empire." "Being weak is threat enough," the Vraxian said. "We have watched humans. You have no claws or fangs. You depend on tools, not natural strength. The strong must rule the weak." The screen went black. Kim turned quickly to Park. "Get everyone to the safe areas. We need to." Loud alarms cut him off. The sensors showed large objects falling from the alien ships. They weren't bombs or soldiers, but large containers. They crashed into the fields around the colony. "What are they doing?" Park whispered. The answer came on the security screens. Huge creatures climbed out of the containers. They had 6 legs, armored skin, and many rows of sharp teeth. They moved with purpose toward the colony. "Are those animals?" Park asked, her eyes wide. "Not just animals," Kim said quietly. "They're war beasts." The killing started fast. Colony guards fired their weapons, but the bullets barely hurt the creatures. The beasts worked together, breaking down doors and walls. They drove scared people into open areas where they could kill many at once. Soldier Gene tried to fight back with his rifle. A war beast took the bullets without slowing down. It grabbed Gene with its front claws and tore him apart. In the medical center, Dr. Nam worked frantically. "We need more bandages," she shouted as wounded colonists filled every bed. The lights flickered as power systems failed across the colony. Outside, a mother ran with her small child. A war beast jumped onto a roof nearby and roared. The woman froze in terror. Colony guard Choi fired his last bullets at the creature, drawing its attention. "Run," he yelled to the woman before the beast pounced on him. In the command center, Kim and Park tried to organize defenses. "The southern shelter is gone," Park reported. The creatures broke through the walls. "What about the evacuation ships?" Kim asked. 3 have launched. 4 more are loading now. Kim made a hard choice. "We can't save everyone. Focus defenses on the spaceport. Get as many people off planet as possible." For 3 days, the colony fought and died. The war beasts never stopped. They didn't need rest. They didn't feel fear. They just killed. Kim helped survivors onto the last ship. He saw Park limping toward him, her arm bloody. "That's everyone still alive," she said weakly. As their ship rose from the burning colony, Kim recorded a message. He watched his home disappear below, smoke rising from ruined buildings. Bodies lay in the streets. War beasts prowled among the ruins, hunting for any humans they had missed. "This is Commander Kim of New Busan Colony," he said into the recorder. "The Vraxian hegemony attacked us without warning. They sent bioweapons we call war beasts. These creatures are smart, strong, and work together. Our weapons did little against them." He paused, looking at the frightened survivors. Children cried for parents who didn't make it. The wounded lay everywhere, with too few medical supplies to help them. "We lost over 7,000 people," Kim continued. "The Vraxians think humans are weak because we don't have natural weapons. They think our tools make us inferior." His voice hardened. "They are wrong. They unleashed their war beasts thinking we were defenseless. Earth needs to know this wasn't war. It was extermination." Park sat beside him. "What will Earth do?" Kim looked at her, his eyes cold. "What humans have always done when threatened. We'll fight back. And the Vraxians will learn that humans don't need claws or fangs to be dangerous. In the ship's hold, something howled. One of the colonists had brought her companion animal, a genetically enhanced wolf. Its eyes seemed to understand the situation perfectly. They think their beasts are scary? Park said quietly. Wait until they meet ours. General Lee walked back and forth in front of the big screen. It showed 7 human colonies that had been attacked. 4 were completely destroyed. The alien war beasts had killed thousands of people. Our normal weapons don't work, Colonel Bay said. The war beasts ignore our defenses. Regular guns barely hurt them. Then we need different solutions, Lee said. He turned to a quiet woman sitting at the table. Dr. Han, you've watched the videos from the attacks. What do you think? Dr. Han stood up. Her face was lined with age, but her eyes were sharp. The Vraxians think humans are weak because we don't have claws or armor. They have no idea what they've started. She touched a button, and new images appeared on the screen. They showed DNA patterns and animal pictures. For 30 years, my team has been working on the Companion Initiative. We've been improving Earth's top predators, making them smarter, better at communication, and more effective in combat. You want us to fight animals with animals? Colonel Bay laughed. No, Dr. Han said firmly. I want us to fight their weapons with our partners. Humans didn't survive on Earth by being weak. We survived by understanding predators. By working with them. And eventually, by helping them evolve alongside us. Everyone went quiet as Dr. Han showed videos of the training centers. People work side by side with wolves, bears, big cats, and most impressive of all, neoraptors. Creatures made from old dinosaur DNA mixed with modern birds. These aren't just war animals, she explained. These are companions who want to fight with us. The Vraxians made slaves. We made friends. 2 weeks later, Commander Kim sat in Dr. Han's office at the Companion Combat Training Center. We've picked you to lead Alpha Team, she told him. Your companion is ready to meet you. She took Kim to a special room. A huge gray wolf waited there. It was much bigger than normal wolves, standing as tall as Kim's waist. Its muscles were strong, and its eyes looked intelligent. His name is Storm, Dr. Han said. He chose you after we showed him your information. But you both need to decide if you want to be partners. Kim knelt down and held out his hand. Hello, Storm. The wolf came closer, sniffed Kim's hand, then pushed his head against Kim's palm. The special glove Kim wore activated, creating a mental link between them. Kim felt dizzy as new feelings flooded his mind, not words, but emotions and images from the wolf. He felt Storm's loyalty and his desire to hunt the enemy. Storm knows about your colony, Dr. Han said quietly. They all understand what happened. They want to help us fight back. Over the next days, Kim trained with Storm. They learned to move together, to fight as one. The mental link grew stronger. Kim could see through Storm's eyes and smell what he smelled. Storm could understand complex plans and tactics through Kim's thoughts. The Vraxians think we're prey, Kim told his team as they practiced together. They don't know humans have been working with predators for thousands of years. June and his Neoraptor Sky practiced attack patterns. The dinosaur-like creature moved with incredible speed, following silent commands from June's mind. Sue worked with her Black Panther's shadow, practicing stealth approaches. The big cat could move without making any sound, its enhanced muscles allowing it to jump 3 times farther than a normal panther. Hyun's companion Thunder was an improved grizzly bear, standing 9 feet tall when on his back legs. Despite his size, the bear moved with surprising grace, his thick fur hiding armor-like skin underneath. One night, Kim sat with Storm under the stars. The wolf rested his head on Kim's lap as they shared thoughts through their link. We ship out tomorrow, Kim said, stroking Storm's fur. The Vraxians are attacking another colony. Are you ready? Through their mental bond, Kim felt Storm's answer, a fierce determination mixed with loyalty. The wolf didn't think in words, but the meaning was clear: we hunt together. We protect the pack. Dr. Han found them there later. The bond is strong between you two, she said. Stronger than most first-time pairs. Why did he choose me? Kim asked. Storm lost his pack to poachers before we found him, Dr. Han explained. You lost your people to the Vraxians. You both understand loss and the need for justice. As they prepared to board the military ship the next day, Kim looked at his team, humans and animals standing together, ready to fight. The Vraxians think we're weak, he told them. They think their war beasts make them powerful. But they forgot something important. On Earth, humans aren't at the top of the food chain because we're the strongest. We're at the top because we work together. And now, we're not fighting alone. Storm howled, and the other companions joined in a promise of what was coming for the Vraxians. The big spaceship USS Dauntless appeared near the colony of New Jiangju. In the ship's loading area, Alpha Team got ready for battle. Each human stood with their animal partner. Commander Kim checked the special armor on Storm, his huge wolf companion. Through their mental link, Kim went over the mission plan. Storm understood everything perfectly. Everyone check your communication devices, Kim ordered. Ready, said June, standing next to Sky, his Neo-Raptor. The dinosaur-like creature had sharp claws and intelligent eyes. All set, reported Sue with Shadow, her black panther that moved like a silent ghost. Thunder and I are good to go, said Hyun. His companion, a massive bear, stood taller than any human. Dr. Han's voice came through their earpieces. Our scans show the aliens are mostly in the north part of the colony. Their war beasts are walking around the edges. We understand, Kim replied. We're going in to look around first. Their small ship dropped them in the dark forest, 5 kilometers from the colony. Right away, the animal companions formed a circle around the humans, using their better senses to check for danger. Kim closed his eyes for a moment. Through his link with Storm, he could smell things humans couldn't detect. He could feel tiny movements in the ground. He could sense heat from living things far away. Human and wolf worked as one mind in 2 bodies. This way, Kim whispered, pointing north. Storm smells the alien beasts. They moved through the forest without making a sound. The animals' special training and enhanced bodies made them perfect hunters. The humans' tactical knowledge guided them. At the edge of the forest, they saw their first Vraxian war beast. It was huge, with 6 legs, hard plates covering its body, and special parts that could sense movement and heat. The creature patrolled back and forth, guarding the path to the colony. The war beast never knew what hit it. Sky, June's Neo-Raptor, moved faster than the eye could follow. She jumped on the creature's back and bit precisely at the base of its skull, where its brain connected to its spine. The war beast fell without making a sound. Kim felt Storm's joy through their mental link. The wolf wasn't just happy about a kill. He was happy about sending a message: the hunters were now being hunted. For 3 days, Alpha Team moved through the area. They killed war beasts one by one. They placed small cameras to watch the aliens. They mapped where all the enemy forces were. The Vraxians couldn't understand what was happening. First, they were confused about their missing war beasts. Then they became angry. They sent out more creatures with urgent orders to find the attackers. They're getting desperate, Sue said as they watched a Vraxian commander yelling at its soldiers. They've never dealt with something like this before. On the 4th night, Kim and Storm found the main Vraxian base. Kim used special binoculars to see what was happening inside. What he saw made him angry. The Vraxians used electric prods to control their war beasts. They forced the creatures to move with painful implants in their brains. The beasts obeyed not from loyalty but from fear and pain. Storm growled quietly beside Kim. Through their link, Kim felt the wolf's disgust. Kim patted Storm's thick fur. They don't get it, do they, boy? Kim whispered. Their beasts fight because they're forced to. Our companions fight because they want to. They fight from love. Kim gathered the team to explain the attack plan. We hit them at dawn, he said. June and Sky take the east entrance. Sue and Shadow disable the communications tower. Hyun and Thunder create a distraction at the main gate. Storm and I will go for the command center. The attack began just as the sun rose. The Vraxians had never seen anything like it before. Human and animal teams moved as single units. What one saw, both knew. What one thought, both understood. June and Sky took down 6 guards without making a sound. The Neoraptor moved with incredible speed, while June used his rifle with perfect accuracy. Sue and Shadow climbed the communications tower. The enhanced Panther jumped distances no natural cat could reach. Together they cut off the Vraxians' ability to call for help. Thunder's roar shook the ground as Hyun directed the bear through the main gate. Bullets bounced off Thunder's enhanced hide as he smashed through barriers and sent aliens running in fear. Kim and Storm reached the command center. 3 war beasts guarded it, but they were no match for the human wolf team. Storm knew exactly when to attack and when to give Kim a clear shot. Their movements flowed together perfectly. Inside, Kim faced the Vraxian commander. The alien was shocked to see a human and wolf fighting side by side. Impossible, the Vraxian said. Animals cannot understand complex battle plans. That's where you're wrong, Kim replied as Storm circled the room. We don't control our companions. We work with them. We respect them. As the last Vraxian fell under Thunder's massive paws, Kim sent the signal to the Dauntless. Alpha Team mission complete. The colony is clear for the main force to land. Later, as human ships arrived to reclaim New Jianzhou, Kim sat with Storm on a hillside overlooking the colony. This is just the beginning, he told the wolf. But the Vraxians have learned something important today. Through their link, Storm's thoughts were clear. They thought humans were weak prey. Now they know better. A High Commander Dak of the Vraxian hegemony looked at the test tubes on his desk. They contained blood and tissue samples from Earth animals. His insect-like mouthparts clicked together as he studied them. These creatures are not like anything we know, he said to Science Director Ren, who stood nearby. The humans have changed their planet's hunters, Ron agreed. They use simple brain connection technology to talk with them. Disgusting, Dak hissed. They break the rules of nature. Our war beasts are perfect because we breed them carefully and change their genes. These humans treat their weapons like they are friends. But it works, Run said quietly. We have lost 3 bases to them. Dak's mouth clicked loudly in anger. Send the Sovereign-class beasts. And send our best handlers. Show these humans the difference between their twisted ideas and true power. Far away, at Research Station Horizon, Kim's team found only death. 2 companion teams had protected this place, but something had killed them all. Human bodies lay next to their dead animal companions, all torn to pieces. This is not normal, Kim said, kneeling by a dead wolf twice the size of normal wolves. Storm growled softly beside him. Through their mental link, Kim felt the wolf's worry. Something dangerous had been here. Dr. Han's voice came through their earpieces. I'm looking at the security videos. The Vraxians have new beasts bigger and smarter than before. Kim felt Storm tense suddenly. The wolf smelled something strange. The attack came from above. Flying creatures dropped from the sky like the 6-legged war beasts they had fought before, but with wings and much more intelligence. They didn't attack randomly. They went straight for the devices that connected humans and companions. They know about our link technology. Kim shouted as he fired his gun. Storm fought beside him, teeth flashing. They're trying to break our connections. Fall back. The fight was terrible. June pushed Sky out of the way when a flying beast tried to grab the raptor. The beast's claws cut deep into June's side. June is hit. Hyun called out. His bear Thunder stood over the wounded man, protecting him from more attacks. The flying beasts seemed to talk to each other. When Kim's team tried to use their usual fighting moves, the beasts were ready for them. They're blocking our communications too, Sue shouted as her radio made strange noises. Shadow, her panther, fought 3 beasts at once. Kim and Storm worked desperately to organize a retreat. The mental connection between them was their only reliable way to communicate now. When they finally got back to their ship, hurt and tired, Kim noticed something terrible. Where are Sue and Shadow? They checked the emergency tracking device. The signal showed Sue and Shadow were alive but moving away fast. The Vraxians took them, Hyun said, holding a bandage to June's wound. Dr. Han's face appeared on the screen. She looked worried. They didn't kill Sue and Shadow when they could have. They took them alive. Why? They want to study our neural links, Kim said. They want to know how humans and animals can work together so well. Storm made a low sound in his throat. Through their connection, Kim felt the wolf's strong emotion, not just anger, but determination. Sue and Shadow were pack. They would rescue them no matter what. Back at the main base, the team planned a rescue mission. Dr. Han showed them pictures from spy satellites. Sue and Shadow are being held here, she said, pointing to a space station orbiting a moon. It's heavily guarded. Why not just kill them? June asked from his hospital bed. His wounds were serious but not life-threatening. The Vraxians don't understand our bond, Kim explained. They think it's just technology. They want to copy it for their own war beasts. Storm put his head on Kim's lap. Their mental link shared memories of Sue and Shadow training together, fighting side by side, sharing meals after missions. We'll get them back, Kim promised, stroking Storm's fur. Admiral Yo looked doubtful. That station is too well protected. We can't send a large force without starting a full war. Then send us, Kim said. Just Alpha Team. It's suicide, the Admiral argued. Kim felt Storm's fierce agreement through their link. No, Kim said. It's what we're made for. The Vraxians think they understand predators. They don't. They've never faced anything like us before. That night, as they prepared for the mission, Kim sat alone with Storm. Through their mental connection, they didn't need words. They shared fears, determination, and a single purpose. Storm suddenly lifted his head, ears alert. Through the wolf's senses, Kim felt someone approaching. It was Dr. Han, carrying a small device. This might help, she said. It's a new neural link enhancer. It will make your connection stronger, even if the Vraxians try to jam it. As she attached it to Storm's harness, Kim felt the wolf's mind become even clearer in his own. Remember, Dr. Han said, the Vraxians see their war beasts as tools. That's their weakness. They'll never understand what makes you so effective. Kim nodded. They think we control our companions. They don't realize it's a partnership. Through the enhanced link, Storm's thoughts formed almost into words in Kim's mind. Pack protects pack. We hunt together. Yes, Kim said, putting his hand on Storm's head. Together. The black space station hung in orbit around the moon. It looked like a dark crystal with many weapons pointing outward. Inside, the aliens held Sue and her Panther Shadow prisoner, along with other captured companions. It's definitely a trap, Admiral Song said during the meeting. They know we'll try to save our people. Then we'll give them what they expect, Kim replied, but with a surprise. The plan was bold. The big ship USS Dauntless would attack the front of the station. While the aliens were busy with that, Kim's team would sneak in through a small maintenance dock. They wanted not just to rescue their friends, but to make the aliens understand humans. When they got inside the station, it seemed too easy. Storm growled softly. Through their mental link, the wolf warned Kim that they were being guided somewhere. They soon found themselves in a large laboratory. High Commander Dak waited for them with his best handlers and their biggest war beasts. Behind them, in glowing prison fields, were the captured companions. Shadow the Panther looked weak from the tests they had done on her. Interesting creatures, Dak said to Kim. We wanted to learn how you control these animals so well. Taking apart your neural technology has taught us much. Kim felt Storm's anger burst through their link. The wolf wanted to tear apart the aliens who had hurt Shadow. You don't understand at all, Kim told Dak. We don't control them. We talk to each other. We work together. Dak made a strange sound like glass breaking. It was how Vraxians laughed. Silly human beliefs. Animals are tools, not equals. Our war beasts have been carefully bred for 50 generations. They exist only to serve us. And that's why you will lose, Kim said softly. Your beasts fight because they have to. Ours fight because they want to. At that moment, the rest of Alpha Team shut down the station's security systems. The glowing fields around the captured companions disappeared. What happened next wasn't just a fight, it was a lesson. The freed companions, even hurt from the tests, fought with amazing skill alongside their human partners. The Neoraptors showed smart thinking, surrounding and cutting off alien handlers. The enhanced bears took wounds that would kill normal animals but kept fighting to protect their humans. The biggest difference was between the war beasts and the companions. When alien handlers were killed, their war beasts got confused and didn't know what to do. But when humans were separated from companions, the animals kept following their plans. As the battle turned in their favor, Kim and Storm faced Dak directly. The alien commander called his personal war beast a huge creature that could change colors to hide and had extra strong brain tissue. Your beast against mine, Dak challenged. Kim smiled. That's not how we work. He put down his gun and knelt beside Storm. He placed his hand on the wolf's back. Their mental link grew stronger than ever as they joined not just thoughts but their whole purpose. Together they faced the alien commander and his war beast not as master and weapon, but as true partners. That made all the difference. While Dak controlled through fear and brain implants, Kim and Storm moved as one being, knowing what the other would do before they did it. The alien war beast, for all its special breeding, couldn't match the power of human thinking and wolf instinct joined by trust. When the fight ended, Dak lay wounded on the floor. His war beast was dead. The alien looked up at the human and wolf standing over him. This cannot be, he said in a weak voice. What kind of control do you have? Kim put his hand on Storm's head. Not control. Love. Something your people might learn, if you want to. 3 months later, the peace agreement was signed. The Vraxian hegemony left human space. They had to rethink everything they believed about humans and intelligence. Kim represented Earth at the ceremony, with Storm standing beside him as an equal. As they walked out of the meeting room afterward, Kim scratched behind Storm's ears. We showed them, didn't we, boy? Through their link, Storm's answer wasn't in words but in feelings, pride in what they had done together, but also something deeper. An understanding that humanity's greatest strength wasn't technology or even courage. It was our ability to make connections with different species, to see intelligence and worth in beings not like ourselves. Humans had come to the stars not to conquer, but to connect. To form bonds. To find companions. And that made all the difference. Dak watched them leave, his arm still healing. Perhaps, he said quietly to his advisor, we have been wrong about many things. Back on Earth, Dr. Han welcomed the returning heroes. You've changed history, she told Kim and Storm. The Vraxians have asked for teachers, humans who can show them how to form bonds with their war beasts. Kim looked at Storm. The wolf's eyes held wisdom no animal should have, but also love no weapon could feel. They'll learn, Kim said. Just as we did thousands of years ago when the first wolf approached a human campfire. We're better together than apart. Storm's tail wagged once in agreement. Through their link came his simple thought, pack. Family. Home. The end.